Introduce myself. My name is Patrick LeVar. I'm the host of a YouTube channel called 1 Minute with Me, Mobile Filmmaking and Photography. I'm from Colton, California, originally, but I reside in Osaka, Japan right now. Why Japan? Why Japan? It's a long story, but to sum it up really quickly, I used to work at Universal Studios Japan in the summer from like 2010 to 2014. I worked during the summer. I would go there and play drums in a parade with a bunch of fellow other drummers from America. I would work out there for 3 months, then I would head back to the States and continue my normal life. I did that for, like I said, about 3 years. I met my wife in one of the show that I was in. She didn't like living in America. It was a lot different from living here in Japan. So she basically said, "Can you live in Japan?" I'm like, "Hey, you only live once, you know?" So I said, "Let's go." So, do I miss living in America? I miss my family. Of course, I miss my friends. I miss golf. I don't miss America too much. I enjoy living here. If you don't, it's a little tight here. I will say that things are smaller. There's more people. So if you can get past that, actually Japan is a great place to live. Why did I start a YouTube page? I really didn't, that just kind of happened. I've been predominantly posting on Instagram. I was posting these 1 minute vlogs because Instagram allows you to post 1 minute. So I've been using that as like a platform that for the longest time. And I had a buddy named Robert, Mr. Respect on Instagram. And he was like, "Man, you should move to YouTube. You get more time and kind of expand your videos a little bit longer." And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I dibbled and dabbled a couple times posting there. And actually, the thing that kind of kept me deterred from posting on YouTube was I just never got any views. I would post a video on Instagram and I would get 100 views or something. I got people watching it, and I would post that same video on YouTube, and it would be like 3 views. So it was kind of just like that was kind of one of the factors of why I didn't want to post to YouTube. After studying about how YouTube works, I started to understand how to get the data across to get it out there so people can watch it. That's when I probably decided, like, okay, this YouTube thing is pretty cool. I'm gonna kind of focus on YouTube because you got a lot more time than 1 minute on Instagram. Why did I decide to make a mobile filmmaking channel? Really, when I first started watching YouTube, I came across a vlogger named Casey Neistat, and Casey Neistat, I probably pronounced that wrong. Casey, very cool storyteller. I just liked the way he had presented his stories. Vlogging it opened up a whole new genre that I never really knew about of how to tell a story. And I'm like, I thought about that. I'm like, this is pretty interesting. And, I live in Japan. Things are a lot different than America. Most of my friends are in America. They ask me questions all the time. What's it like? And so I was like, maybe I can make some videos to kind of let people know, or at least my friends and family know, what it's like to live here in Japan. But the first thing that kind of deterred me from doing that was every time I would watch these YouTubers, they all have these very fancy cameras and all this lighting equipment and microphones and things. And I was like, oh man, I just don't have the money for, $1,000 DSLR camera and all that stuff. I was like, well, I do have a cell phone, and our cameras on our cell phones do shoot HD right now. And most of the stuff that's being uploaded to YouTube is downgraded to HD. So I was like, what's the difference? I do have a little bit of limitations in my control on my cell phone, but I was like, you know what? Let me just try using my cell phone. So I would get on YouTube, I would search information about how to film using a cell phone and almost get nothing. Like everything, DSLRs, how to do 4K video, how to do all this other stuff, and nothing about the cell phones. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna trial and error. I'm just gonna get out there, start doing it and figuring things out, how to just vlog and how to film and do things with my cell phones. I mean, some people have made movies using their cell phones with the iPhones. So I figured, hey, I might as well get out there and do it. So I started shooting, just kind of learned, and I was like, you know what? I want to share this stuff because there's not a lot of stuff on the internet about filming with your cell phones or taking photos with your cell phones. So it's kind of like a niche that no one's really teaching about. They're all about DSLR cameras. So I decided that was something that I wanted to do. Do I enjoy being a YouTuber? I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. My definition of a YouTuber is someone who's basically quit their job, that is their job, full-time YouTube. I will never quit my job to pursue YouTube. I mean, YouTube it's a hobby for me. I'm a weekend warrior YouTuber. Best tip I can give somebody who wants to start a YouTube page, first of all, you gotta content. Whatever your content's gonna be, it's gotta be something you're passionate about, something that you love doing. Because just to decide to make a YouTube page just because you want to make a YouTube page, you know, you might not get people watching your videos. The number one thing that I learned just from starting here, and I'm still learning, is you gotta have something that people want to watch. So content's important, and if you're passionate about something, that will show in your content. So that's my number one. Just first of all, find something you love. Do you like playing video games and you want to start a video game channel? Then just do it, you know, don't worry about, and that's another thing, don't worry about how many subscribers and all this. People get caught up in that, and it makes the whole YouTube thing. Actually, when I first started and I started getting into the YouTube, I was like, oh, I only have 3 followers. That would it just totally demoralized me. Like, it just made me feel like, oh, this is not gonna work. And when I finally stopped worrying about all that stuff and focused on content and focused on my videos and focused on what I wanted to tell the audience, all of a sudden I looked and it's like, oh, I looked last week, I had 15 subscribers, now I have 32. You know, and just kept that mentality of just worrying about your content versus your followers and how many views you're getting. Don't worry about any of that. Just worry about what you want to tell the audience and make sure you're passionate about what you want to tell them. Best tip. Where do I see myself next year? I hope still Genki and still strong and still alive. I don't really think that far. I believe in staying in the present. Don't linger on the past, and don't really stress on what's gonna be the future, because we don't know what the future is. But I know that I can control now, this moment, so the present. So I pretty much stay in the present. So all I'm thinking about is this interview now, and probably what I'm gonna eat after this. I'm hungry. So yeah, that's it. Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Peace, stay focused guys, get out there and keep filming. Patrick LeVar, peace.